I'd like to dedicate this song to all the beings on the planet. Whether you're from the light or the dark, I really don't give a fuck, because we all going through some difficult changes at these difficult political times. And I'm aware of the importance of my work with no ego, and I'm aware of the immensity and value my work can hold to others. So for those who seem to be going through a more difficult time than others, I want you to know you're not alone, but you gotta hold on, be strong through it all, especially when all seems wrong. Our faith will carry us on. Allow me to give some type of insight while I shine my love and light on some dark spots of your life. Cause the God and light is what we really need, and your appetites for ego reason. Your mind's obesity is feeding entities of greedy demons. Well, I'ma just say, steak, come on and eat it. Good morning, everybody. Of course, I'd like to start off thanking everybody for writing in the questions and sending comments to the videos and enjoying the music videos and the new music that I've been creating in collaborations lately. I'm noticing a lot of people starting to wake up to the new ways of thinking, and they are expressing these new ways of thinking through things they're finding out on the internet, and it's just starting to become all of a sudden conversations amongst groups that are just speaking with one another about daily life. And I'm seeing this as what's called the 100 monkey effect, whereas so many monkeys on this experiment on this island, after so many of them came up with the same way of thinking, that it automatically spread it telepathically throughout the rest of the monkeys on the island and to the other side on other lands. So this is the proof to me and for others to see the telepathic link that we have with our thoughts, and that all it takes is a good positive thought to create change. And this is how we're going to change the world and build the new earth. Now, everybody's not going to be in the vibration of the whole light and love thing, because this is not a war, and everything is divine creation anyways, all right? As I said before, there is no right and wrong. Everything is experience from the Creator. Now, we may look at it as being right and wrong and create a divine dichotomy or a contradiction to one's behavior or one's actions, but everything is basically experience on the Creator's journey. You know, and the Creator is not gonna punish an aspect of itself, because everything is creation and there is no punishment, all right? And if you wanna look at things in a punishing way, you punish yourself through your own karma, and that's why the cosmic law of karma is put in place, because what you give is what you receive. So, you know, you give positive energy, you receive positive energy. You give negative energy, in turn you receive negative energy, and that's how that goes. And it's also through the law of attraction. So if your heart is based on blackness, then you're gonna attract all the dark things to yourself by your dark deeds. And if you have a heart of light, you're gonna attract this lightness to yourself. So what I'm seeing now, we are in a time of what I call the great harvest. All right, that's just like if you got crops and you picking crops of vegetables or any type of fruit, and you're picking out the good fruit from the bad fruit. Well, in that sense, you're looking at it in a good and bad way, but still, the fruit that you consider to be bad has a place of its own, and the fruit that you consider to be good has a place of its own, all right? So if you relate that to the sense of actual human beings, in my experience of experiencing parallel timelines through meditation, I believe that the harvest is going to come where everybody's mind is going to bilocate themselves into an environment of their own beliefs to continue on with their spiritual journey. Because everything is designed by mind, by you, yourself, for your spiritual evolution. And this is how we do it, by going into different realities. And there are many probable worlds. I'm not here to justify myself as being right and truth, all right? But I'm speaking truth through my experiences and through what I know I understand. And once again, I don't need believers for my truth to be truth. My truth is true, believe it or not. You know, things like religion and other propaganda needs believers in order to make it to be true. but what I speak will stand 100% truth, and you will bear witness to these things coming into fruition in the very near future. And some of these things that I've been speaking of, you probably already seen them for yourself. But it's the consciousness changing of the world that we all are affecting each other by. And just this morning at about 5 o'clock, I had a conversation with a couple of guys, and I brought some new ideas to their mind. And that's what I do. I just add new ideas to your box of thinking. I'll open up your box and put a few more ideas inside for you to have more choices. I'm not here to rule or dominate or conquer anyone. I'm just here to give you new ideas and new choices from the limited choices that you've been given, from the limited understanding that you've been given through the engineering of society and the way things go. And we can look and see how our generation of children are behaving today through the black magic of television and music. And of course, I speak about all these things inside of the Chucc Born Star Expats. So we can see that these things are really designed to affect our way of thinking, because if they affect the way we think, they're affecting the reality, because we are the ones who create the reality. So you are doing a type of magic yourself, because that is your magical power, your mind power, and I can never speak about that enough. You know, now I respect all views, because I see everything as one, as being one with the Creator. And there are some things that I may not agree with personally for myself, but I'm not going to cause a war with any opposing force that I don't feel that don't fit to my beliefs, to my understanding. So I respect what others, what they believe in for themselves, and I just move on in my direction. And that's what we all have to learn to actually participate in and practice that daily with our thoughts, words, and actions. And create these things in our personal life, individually for ourselves. We've been trained to pay attention to what others are doing more than what we're paying attention to what we're doing ourselves. And in that faction, if you don't pay that any attention, you're actually just going to create another hell. All right, so if you got light workers and dark workers, and the light workers are saying that the dark workers are wrong, and the dark workers are saying that the light workers are wrong, then you're creating a reality of everything being fucking wrong. You're just creating a fucking war. You know, so somebody got to become enlightened to say, okay, I'm enlightened enough to know that this person understands it this way, I understand it another way. So I'm just going to allow that person to go over there and not be involved with it. And I'm not going to give the energy to the thought. Because as long as you think somebody is wrong, you're giving energy to what they believe in that you are saying is wrong. And you, in turn, are assisting them in creating that reality even more. So through the ignorance of your own mind, from you calling yourself a fully awakened being, you actually are a dark worker and not a light worker in a sense. When you break it all down and really get a good look at it, you got to really analyze these things before we actually speak and judge others about what they're doing. Now, people look at me. Of course, yes, I'm warrior spirit, warrior, not a soldier. I'm not out to conquer or bring war to the opposing force. I'm a spiritual warrior in the sense that I would stand with the courage to risk my life in situations to put out this information, because I'm putting out forbidden information to the public. And these are the things that, you know, people was burned for back in, you know, centuries ago. This is the things that Jesus died for. And Jesus was crucified by the church, if people really look into that, because he was spreading the cosmic knowledge and spiritual wisdoms, which is the same thing I'm doing, and which many others are doing. So again, not to knock religion, I'm just giving you different understandings about what these things are and what's actually going on right before our eyes, because these things are much deeper and much bigger than one can understand, or which one can really believe. I'm not even fully awakened to all the mysticism that goes all around. I'm awakened to enough where I can affect the majority of the world, but the majority of the world is really left in darkness and ignorance, and which is going to make me look like a highly intelligent person. And for me, it doesn't have the sole purpose of being intelligence at all. It just have a meaning of being aware. I'm just simply aware of these things. And why am I aware? Because I never participated in normal human activities. I don't look at sports. I don't watch in any type of television. I don't listen to certain music. So these things are not influencing me. I don't go around having, you know, sex with every female that look at me in a sexual way, because when you look into that deeper also, you understand that sex magic amongst each other is creating stresses, and you take on that person's negative energy or whatever type of energy that they have in their aura. When you share that synergistic energy exchange, which is SEX, S synergistic, E energy, and X for exchange, you're sharing that exchange, and that's a very sacred ritual in the sexual act, and there's practice in a lot of magical rituals, and that's why they use that sexual energy through orgasm to blast your chakra system into orbit, sort of to give energy and manifesting and creating things under a certain alignment of the stars, or during a celestial time, or during the full moon. So this is why all these rituals and things are being taken place. But I'm very happy that people are waking up. It's going to become more confusing as these things waking up, and as the arrests continue to go on, as the government changes come about. The people who are awakened, you just hold the space for those who are still asleep. Do not fault them for being asleep. Everybody can't wake up at the same time. We all woke up at the same time. To be a lot of chaos. A lot of us who calling ourselves light workers already got this ego about being a higher intelligent being amongst others anyways, and that's not the way to look at this thing. All you're going to do is create another third dimension of hell on a higher level. So you'll be a more intelligent way of manipulating each other and causing more war, but you still be causing the same chaos, the same dramas, just in a whole totally different way of thinking. I'm just here to add the probability. I'm a polarity integrator, and that's what I do through my meditations. I go into parallel worlds, into other worlds, and I change the probabilities of the world's future by affecting the people that are around me. And I'm not always interacting with other beings. I'm sometimes just being there, just for me to be there, just for me to be in the vicinity that I am right now. I'm affecting all of creation. And what I mean by all of creation, I mean any type of metal, any type of vegetation life, any type of light. The trees, the birds singing, you know, in the background. I'm affecting all these things, and that's not egotistically or being arrogant, because you're affecting the environment also. All right, so if you got a lot of negativity put into the environment, even through weather changes, we are the ones who are making these severe weathers the way they are, because the earth is going through a cleansing right now, and it's got to cleanse out that negativity. But we as human beings are embedded that negativity into Mother Earth, and now she has to clean and cleanse herself to prepare herself for ascension. So we all going through these things. We're going through symptoms of having teeth aches and having stabs on the body. Somewhere you might feel like somebody stabbing. You may have muscle aches, bone aches, a tingling sensation at the top of the head. You may be having some deep dreams. You know, all these things are part of us integrating our multidimensional selves, because you believe that you are just this one person in this one reality, and that's not true. That's so far from the truth. You're many beings. You're a multidimensional being in many realities, and there are many probable earths. So there's no need to worry about what somebody else believes the end times is going to be and what you're going to believe the end times is going to be, because really nobody is wrong, because whatever you believe it to be, through me, through your mind's power, you will bilocate yourself and manifest yourself in that reality when the magical time comes. You know, like I said, December 23rd, 2012 keep coming to me, and I can add those numbers up with 2012 in a sequential way from from December 20th to December 29th. They all add up to a sequential number of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a sequential order. I'll show a result of that in the next video. I can write it down for you to actually see and understand what I'm talking about, how to do the simple mathematics to adding up the dates and see what the value of it stands for. But continue to write me any questions, and I hope that I can guide you in any type of way possible, and I will give you my highest thought and my highest wisdom that I can apply to it at this time. So continue to stay positive and just allow others to be themselves. All right, so I love y'all, and I appreciate everybody speaking with me the way they do. It's really helping me be more social and to speak with people, because I know I'm going to have to do this more, and I'm going to have to start speaking maybe to groups or something, to just share this knowledge and share this wisdom and experience that that I've endured during this lifetime. So I haven't been antisocial for a reason. If I had taken the time out to live a normal life, there's no way that I'd be able to bring teachings and bring wisdoms and enlightenments the way I am. So I had to live the life that I live, and I designed my life to be that way in this human form, so I could be here in this time right now to serve my life as a spirit warrior to all of you guys in society and of the world. So take care. I love y'all. Peace, light, and love.
What was all about? Telekinesis, pyrokinesis, hydrokinesis, telekinesis, normal living for the elitists. I know your parents and mine is saying that nigga's crazy. You got that random face, of course, since I was a baby. Suicidal, Illuminati, right? I saw the day I was born. I asked the body for permission to enter this physical form. Then we agreed to join the unity, but embrace the darkness, cause it's all of this reality has shown to me total dysfunctionality. Choke the life out of me spiritually, open your hearts to